Good morning, students. Today we will have the integrated rate law expression for the rate of equation. We know that we already have noted that the concentration depends of rate is called differential rate equation. We know whenever we are talking about the different type of reaction, here the rate of reaction is depend on the concentration of the reactant, and it is what it is decrease in the concentration of reactant with time and increase in the concentration of product with time, that is the rate of equation. But when we need to calculate the rate for the instantaneous reaction, here this differential equation that we have is not able to give the accurate value for the r or for rate constant. That's why there is need to make the reaction integrate, and in order to avoid this difficulty we can integrate the differential rate equation to give a relation between directly measured experiment data, that is concentration at different time, and rate constant. So here we have zero order reaction, first order reaction, and second order reaction. So first I am going to start with the zero order reaction. Zero order reaction is what? It is a reaction if its rate is independent of concentration of reactant, or the rate of reaction is proportional to zero power of the concentration of the reactant. We know that here in case of zero order, the rate of reaction is not dependent on the concentration of reactant. That's why for the rate of reaction it could be written as rate is equal to minus d with a concentration of r upon dt, where this minus sign indicate the decrease in the concentration of reactant, and this small d indicate the small change in the concentration of reactant or time. But in term of zero order reaction, here we know that we can write rate as rate is equal to K with a concentration of R naught, that is R0, and both are marked as equation 1 and equation 2. So by taking this both together, we got minus d with a concentration of R upon dt is equal to K with a concentration of R naught. Here we know that this r as a power 0 which do not have any value, that's why it could be cancelled and could be taken as 1 or could be taken as 0. So here this can be written as minus d with a concentration of r upon dt is equal to k. By shifting this dt after k, we have minus d with a concentration of r is equal to k dt. Now here we have to integrate the equation. On integrating the equation, here we have minus t with the concentration of r is equal to k dt. By taking logarithm constant, here we have minus concentration of r is equal to kt plus I, where I is the integration constant. At initial concentration, where the time is taken as 0 and r is taken as r naught, here by substituting this value, we got minus r naught is equal to k into 0 plus I, k into 0 is equal to 0, and finally we have minus concentration of r naught is equal to I. So with the help of this one we get the value of I. So by putting this value of I into the above equation number 3, then we have minus concentration of R is equal to Kt minus concentration of R naught. Now here by taking the similar terms together, we have concentration of R naught minus concentration of R is equal to Kt, where R naught is the initial concentration at time 0 and R is the final concentration at time t. So with the help of this expression, if we know the value of R naught and we also know the value of R, we can easily calculate K. If we have the value of R naught as A, so we know that after the passage of some time, some of the reactant involved in the production of product or formation of product That's why the amount of reactant get converted into product is taken as minus x, and here R is can be written as A minus x. By putting this value we have A minus in bracket A minus x bracket close is equal to kt. By cancelling both the A we have x is equal to kt. So with the help of this one we can calculate the value of k, okay, and the value of R also. So this is the expression for the zero order reaction. Now here we have the first order also. For the first order reaction again we have to take the same thing, that is rate of reaction is decrease in the concentration of R with the passage of time, and also we can write rate as K with the concentration of R, because here we are talking about first order of reaction, that's why here we have 1 as a power for R. Now again by taking both together we have minus d with a concentration of R upon dt is equal to K with a concentration of R, and then we have by taking the similar term together we have minus d with the concentration of R upon concentration of R is equal to K dt. On integrating the equation we have minus d with the concentration of R upon concentration of R is equal to K dt. Taking integration constant we have natural log of R is equal to kt plus I. Now at time t0 we have R is equal to R naught. Now putting these we have minus natural log of R naught is equal to k into 0 plus I. Again k into 0 is equal to 0, and we finally got the value of I, that is natural log of concentration of R naught is equal to I. Now you have to put the value of I in equation 1. Then we have minus natural log of R is equal to kt minus natural log of R concentration of R naught. Here by mistake I wrote minus in the second line. Can we please delete this one and rub this one? Here we only have natural log of R naught minus natural log of R is equal to kt, and finally we have natural log of R naught upon R is equal to kt. Here we can also change it to the common log by writing or taking it as 2.303 log with a concentration of R naught upon R is equal to kt. This is the expression for the first order reaction, and with the help of this one we can also have many numerical, and sometimes the derivation will also be asked in your exam. Here we have the integrated rate law expression for the second order also, but here you have only given the expression, but the derivation of this one is not given in your syllabus. So you people need to know about the expression only, that is 1 upon concentration of A naught minus 1 upon concentration of A is equal to kt. That is the expression for the second order. After that we will discuss about the graphical equation of this one. So on the basis of the graph also we can get that how do we determine, with the help of graphical method we can determine that whether the equation is the first order reaction or the second order or zero order reaction. Okay, but here we have one more thing, that we know that there are many type of reactions. Some reactions are also there in which all the reactant and product are given in the form of gas. So if these all are given in gaseous form, so it would be very difficult to talk these all in terms of the concentration. It will be more beneficial to discuss about those type of reaction in terms of pressure. So we will also have the gaseous equation for those type of reaction in the next class. For today we have this much only. Thank you.